everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, as you all know, I probably already posted the reel by the time this video is being recorded, but I did purchase a 8550. I wanted this printer since I started my stationery journey, but I'm more of an investor as far as like flipping my money and investing it right back into my business. So I didn't want to like take money away from my family to, you know, invest into something that I really want. I wanted to actually earn it through my sales, and I made enough money to where I can actually purchase one of these. And I'm super excited to kind of like play around with it, the settings, and you know, just kind of find that sweet spot like I normally do with my printers. I did purchase this at Best Buy, which was around the President's Day sale, so I did get it for $5.99. Now I do have a tax exemption with the state of Florida, so I did not have to pay taxes on this. If you have a sales tax and use license, please sign up with everyone. Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Viva, like everyone takes tax exemptions, and if it has something to do with your business, you should be using your tax exemption license. I purchased pretty much everything tax exempt besides the stuff I actually purchased on Amazon, but anything outside of that, like a specific store, I'm getting it tax free because it's going towards my business. Now, when I first unboxed this, I was a little intimidated, to be honest, because it's such a new machine. It's huge and it feels like it's just a lot to go through as far as the settings, but it may not be as hard. It's just me overthinking the process. I'm pretty sure this is a very simplistic machine. I'm just overthinking it, but I love the fact that it has a touch screen, which is awesome. So I pretty much feel like the setup process was a little lengthy, but it is necessary to make sure you're setting this device up correctly the first time. I had to download apps, I had to fill the tanks. You know, even after I filled the tanks, I still had a little bit of ink left at the bottom, just a smidge, to be honest. Once the machine actually goes to this calibration as far as the ink, it's gonna go down a little bit. It's not going to look full anymore, so you can kind of go back and put some more ink after the calibration. If you're just starting your stationery journey and you're going through your research phase and you're just trying to figure out what printer to go with, again, I started off with the 2800 and it has done well and great so far. I've never had any issues. A lot of people actually complain about the 2800, and all the issues that people actually have, I never actually had, thank God. If you are fully committed to your stationery journey, you know this is what you want to do, you don't have like a doubt on if this is actually what your niche is going to specifically be, then invest into this beautiful printer in front of you. Now, when it comes to the print alignment, it's the same process as the 2800, how it goes through and just make sure it gives you all these different type of images, and you have to just circle the one that doesn't have like all the lines in it. Same process, same, you know, you're just going to go through, it's going to print out 6 sheets of paper. You're going to circle the one, or just, you know, key in the one that looks the best for the print alignment. Yes, before you say anything, this table is not sturdy and it is full. I literally have a table coming in the mail today, a 70-inch adjustable heavy duty table for my equipment. So I actually wanted to try the koala paper and see exactly how long it takes to print an actual photo. And you're gonna see that it takes around like 3 minutes, maybe a little under, because it took me a little minute to run over there and hit the stop button. But I feel like that's kind of standard. Let's take a moment and acknowledge the vibrancy. I love a good vibrant picture and photo image, so this printer is definitely delivering. So it took 3 minutes and 17 seconds, probably a little under because I kind of rushed over here to hit the stop button to print out a full 8.5 by 11 photo sheet of paper. This is actually supposed to be a sticker image, but I wanted to just try it out from the top feeder. When it actually prints out documentations and stuff, it's actually pretty faster. It is a little bit, you know, I guess around the same as my 2800 when it comes to printing actual like matte or photo paper. But this is the thank you card that I printed out. This one actually was printed out by my 2800. And this one was actually printed out with the 8550. Now, what I've noticed is that the 2800 is a little bit more darker than the 8550, but the 8550 is true to color, which shows on my monitor, which is very important because when you're actually doing, you know, art prints or you're doing stationery, you want it actually to be as close to the image on your computer, and you don't want it to be too darker or too saturated or too light and, you know, less vibrant. So I really do like that it comes out true to color. I'm definitely going to play around with this a little bit more. Of course, I am a perfectionist and I'm going to find that sweet spot when it comes to like all my stationery products. But as I go through that journey, I'm going to record it. Of course, I keep you guys along the ride with me. And thank you so much for watching this unboxing. I really do love this printer so far. I just can't wait to test it out and see what it can do.